This week, we're helping a family organize and dress up their laundry room to give them a clean entrance.
Some unique plumbing taking place down here.
Yeah, came with the house.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help. Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about. This house recently became home to a young couple, Ed and Sarah Jane Maslin.
We have 3 wonderful little boys. Robert, our oldest, John, 3 years old, and Mikey, just 4 months old. We've lived here since...
Just after Mikey was born. It's a family house. Ed's grandmother lived here and we bought it from her.
It's a wonderful house. We love it.
It's a huge kitchen. We love cooking and baking.
I made cookies! You made a cookie! Good job!
We love playing in the yard. It's a great yard. We have 3 dogs. 3 dogs, 3 kids is too much, but... You gonna make all the cookies today?
Yeah.
We're finding things that worked for Grandma but don't work for us.
Yeah.
Like the laundry room. It was great for just one person.
Yeah, did laundry maybe once a week.
But it is crazy for us to like use it all together as a family.
We bring in lots of people and dogs and multiple loads of laundry and lots of stuff. It's not very functional and it is so ugly when you walk in. It's just, it looks awful and I don't want that to be the first impression when someone walks into our house. Come on in, guys. As you can see, it's pretty tight in here. So this is our laundry room, it's our storage, and it's our main entry for our family and friends.
I gotcha, yeah.
The first impression that most everyone sees of our house is the laundry room.
Just because it is closest to where people park, it's between the garage and between the kitchen. Only like the UPS man uses the front door.
Is that a closet behind you?
Oh, this is a half bath for the
yeah,
guests.
okay. And this is obviously air conditioned heating?
Yes, yes.
All right,
That's a timeout closet. As far as laundry rooms go, this is really not that small.
No, there's a lot of room in here, but it seems a little cluttered.
Yeah, I think we can work on that.
I'm surprised he's not yapping, but we have our puppy down
is
here
that
too.
right? Yep.
Yeah, Rex.
All right.
He is housed in there for now because he chews up everything.
So everything that you guys have in here, is it stuff you want to keep in here?
Like all that stuff, sure.
All that stuff, yeah. Like, it's storage and like all our cleaning stuff and stuff like that is kept in here.
The kitchen doesn't have a pantry, and so there's not a ton of food or snack storage or dry goods storage.
And I see, I guess, kind of a drop-off zone over here for the kids?
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone has a bag. Here, you need your jacket? The kids have their school bags. I have my purse. There's nap mats. There's lunches. Go get your water bottle, quick. Hey, John. Hey, John has on 2 different shoes. Where's John's shoe? As we're getting in and out, everyone is grabbing their bags. Did you find his shoe?
I found it.
Okay, thank you. Here.
This seems a little odd, losing so much space back here.
Yeah.
Bound to be able to tighten that up a little bit. Looks like some unique plumbing taking place down here.
Yeah. Came with the house.
The only thing is we've been using the washer and dryer, and then it's just awkward with the way it opens with this door here. You have to like push back the laundry room door and move the other one. It's just, it doesn't really function very well.
We don't like fold laundry there. There's just
No room.
No room.
You see the space behind the door? Usually
lot
don't
of
have.
space.
Yeah, there's a lot of space back there that might be able to grab.
And then, so people come into your house this
Right.
way, so maybe dress it up, make it look prettier.
I love that,
Hidden storage and
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
some decorative things.
I would just like it to be clean and simple and maybe have a little bit of our personality. Okay, so I can hang a picture and he can paint a room.
Wow.
And build that card. That's
Wow.
about it.
That's right. So he built this, huh?
Yeah, because we needed it in our old house. It went right between the washer and dryer, so that was it.
Well, we'll have to figure a place for that.
I know, that's gotta stay.
All right, well, let me get some measurements here. I can see all kinds of space up high.
Yeah.
Man, that is a well-used tape
foot.
measure.
Okay.
I
think it's rusty.
I thought I threw it away. It keeps coming back, I'm sorry.
It's well loved.
Dad, why are you using such a rusty tape measure? That's so embarrassing.
Why is everybody picking on my tape measure? You can still read it.
Can you,
it
though?
works fine. Maybe I should call my tape measure Old Rusty.
I think tetanus is a better name for it.
So when we return, the first step is clearing out the clutter.
Honestly, who knows what's in here at this point?
Yeah.
Look, here's your hammer, Dad. This is all you get to build with this week, Dad.
Yeah.
It'll come in handy. That'll come in
I mean,
handy.
it's very handy.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, Rex, say bye-bye, ugly room.
Earlier in our marriage, she has this idea for this cart.
But I didn't know at that point that he had never built anything from scratch. But I feel like he did a great job. It's kind of sentimental to me.
Well, by the looks of it, your house should be really clean.
I know, we have a lot of cleaning supplies. Well, the cleaning products aren't all ours. We inherited about half of them from Grandma, so it's 2 households worth. Seems like it would be cleaner than it is.
Whenever you're fastening anything to a wall, it's always best to screw directly into the wall stud. But how do you know where the stud is? Well, you can get an electronic stud finder, but I find they're not very reliable. Here's a much simpler way. All you need is a string and a round magnet. And the idea is you're going to slide the magnet along, and when it goes over a nail head or a screw head, it's going to get attracted and it'll stick right to the wall. So you're just going to slide it along. When drywall is installed, it's usually installed horizontally, so a good place to start is about 4 feet up from the floor. Just go back and forth. Oh, there it is. So there, we know that there's a stud right here, and to find the other studs, they're typically 16 inches on center. So just slide it over about 16 inches, and you'll find another stud.
Simple Solutions is brought to you by Tight Bond, the pro's advantage.
After the break, we take Sarah Jane out of her comfort zone.
Not feeling super confident with this one.
We're helping Ed and Sarah renovate their laundry room, and apparently the demolition is stressing Sarah out.
I didn't exactly know what to expect, but I didn't expect anything permanent to come out of the room.
I was.
When Chelsea made that big hole in the wall, I was like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna cover this?
It's just a big hole.
But at least I can fix it. I've never done this before. I've just watched people do it.
Great.
Just setting the bar real low.
Hey, come here, I want to show you something. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I can get this moved back a little bit, give us at least a little more room. But you mentioned something about the dryer door. What's the deal with it?
So this door swings in, and then this door opens back out, and it's like they're always
Oh yeah, you can
causing an issue.
Because these hoses are, as long as they are, we can actually change that around.
Switching the washer and dryer, I never really thought of it, that was even possible. Never thought there was the space. It's like whenever you have like the vent for the dryer, that's where the dryer goes.
I just assumed it had to be that way. I just kind of was like, oh, this is the way it is? Great, we'll work with it.
I had this special attachment that goes on the dryer vent to be able to reduce the amount of room we have back there. Look at that.
Yeah.
I gained 6 or 7 inches.
Yeah, that's great.
While Sarah's busy sanding the store-bought cabinets, I'm gonna bring Dad up to speed on the design I've thought of for our pantry shelves. We're gonna keep the walls the color that they are, but we're gonna paint everything else green. It's gonna be nice.
Green.
Yeah.
Like your shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first place I want to start is building a nice shelf for behind the kitchen door. It's just such a great way to use up that vertical space.
All the
So I
way
want to
from
do that in this
wall to
whole,
wall.
yeah, this little alcove here. And then coming down, I'm basically thinking like a bookshelf. So
Okay.
we'd have vertical 1x12s and then the horizontal shelf boards coming through here just to
Kind
go.
of like overflow pantry or
Right,
something.
like, you know, the bulk Ziploc bags and toilet paper. It's just great space to use that's way underutilized right now.
Hide it behind the door there. That's
And then
good.
I would love to build it as like a standalone unit so that we can spray paint it outside. And that's gonna tie in nicely with a beadboard drop zone. Then on the other side, we're gonna install 2 store-bought wall cabinets and create a countertop space next to the utility sink for folding clothes.
Oh, is that what
This
you
is
want
for
me to
you
use?
to build the bookshelf.
I knew that thing would show up again.
There you go.
I'm gonna figure out something to do that.
Use
I think
tiny
I'm gonna put that
nails.
on my truck, on my antenna on my truck. Would start a new trend, wouldn't it? All right, Sarah, we're gonna take you off the sanding detail and promote you to carpenter's helper.
Ooh, exciting.
So have you ever used one of these?
No. I'm the youngest daughter in a very large family, so there were plenty of boys to help Dad. So I was not included. 1, because I was the youngest, and 2, because probably they didn't trust me to touch things. So how do you know how to line it up with the mark that you
Okay,
made?
well, you can bring the blade down So the blade's right over the top of it
Okay.
there, see? And then again, you want to make sure this is tight, because that's what's going to keep it square.
Okay.
You see that little safety thing?
Oh, yeah.
So you push it in, and then you just slowly bring it here, and just slowly push it
Okay.
across.
Okay, do I start it before
Yeah.
I put it down?
Yeah, go ahead and start it. That's it. That's it. Congratulations.
Ooh, I like that. That's fun. Hey, first cut made! I feel like once I got it, it was like, oh yeah, you can just... And then Danny was like, whoa, whoa, slow down.
So don't get careless. The thing that can happen so easily is people say, this isn't bad. I can get in the hang of it. They get too complacent. That's when it's really dangerous. I just want you all in one piece at the end of the day. So.
When we start to lay out the shelf locations, Sarah has a great idea.
So I have this box, and my kids eat these all the time, so I know we're gonna always be buying them.
You think that's the biggest thing you'll have on there?
Yeah, it's probably the biggest thing. So
All right, so that's a little bit less than 12, so why don't we say a clearance of 13? So 13, 13, 10, 10.
Yeah.
How tall is a box of cereal?
Oh, I don't know. That can go on the bottom.
Yeah, it'll go on the bottom. Okay. Okay, it's time for tool number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
He was saying like, oh yeah, the nail can like shoot out and jam into your hand.
Could go through and hit you in the leg.
And I'm like, okay, Danny, I'm not feeling super confident with this one. Squeeze it.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
It's like a little adrenaline rush. You're like, poof.
I used this same milk paint from Woodcraft on the cabinets in my garage workshop and loved the way it turned out. So I thought it would pair nicely with my favorite paint sprayer and use it in this laundry room. So we'll do a light, even coat.
Okay.
And we can do a second coat if we need to. But if you put it on too thick, then it just doesn't dry well. Here, I'll show you like this. Do that, not
Okay.
this. Okay, you ready to see it?
Yeah, I am. Look at that! The name of the color is Westminster Green. It's one of my favorite colors, and it's just so nice to have something that's really me in this space.
Sarah took off with the paint sprayer right away and is doing a great job. She just needs a little fine tuning and finessing. You just see how it's getting a little heavy right here? So you want to go off before you come back.
Okay.
Otherwise it does get that build up on the edge.
Okay.
While Sarah is painting, Chelsea and I put together the base cabinet before she joins us to assemble the beadboard sliding door.
I got good at this now.
You know, from time to time, you're going to encounter insects in your home. And if you're like me, I like to try to shoo them out the door or out the window. But if that's not plausible for you and you do want to use the spray, I've got a good solution for you. This is Safer Home Insect Spray. Now, it can take care of flies, roaches, ants, spiders, all 9 yards of those types of insects. Now, the nice thing about this, it's environmentally friendly and it's pet and kid safe because you use clove and cottonwood oils to eliminate those insects. Now, you can spray this inside your cabinets to be a preventative measure against these insects as well. So, if you're in the market for eliminating your insects and you don't want to usher them out the door, this is a good option for you.
This Best New Product segment is brought to you by the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Coming up, Sarah Jane gets a surprise.
Oh,
You love it?
gosh, yes!
In our first day of work on Ed and Sarah's laundry, we put together most of the large components so they could paint them and the walls overnight.
So I had a great idea, like, hey, let's get the kids to help Ed paint tonight. And I'll hold the camera.
Yeah. And so we have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they're going to paint like a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old paint.
Right, right. They were big helpers though.
Yes, yeah.
Yesterday we got to spread out and build the cabinets and paint everything outside of the laundry room, but today is gonna get crazy with all of us trying to work in one space getting those cabinets installed.
You know I like a little chaos.
Oh, yes you do. I think you create chaos sometimes.
It was amazing,
Everything
but so
came
chaotic.
together
Yeah.
so quickly.
Putting that shelf up above the door and the beadboard, it just tied everything together, giving us even more space, that pop of color. It was just amazing.
Man, you're gonna want a chair so you can hang out in here.
Yeah, you better believe it. Mommy needs some alone.
Mommy needs to do laundry.
Mommy has to do laundry.
Even though it's a laundry room, the green paint really brings cozy vibes to it. So I want to up the cozy ante and include a butcher block countertop.
Oh, that's pretty.
The Butcher Block is a new product in our store, a gorgeous product. It's a prefab, already assembled, wonderful way to add a countertop. You just cut it to fit.
Hey Sarah, come see this.
Okay.
Do you love it?
Gosh, yes! This is amazing.
It's not sealed yet, so the wood's gonna change color just a tad.
But this
But you
is
have
awesome.
like folding surface now.
I know.
See, I'm gonna put a sign on it that says, "Don't drop your junk here." I love hanging the wall cabinets up at the ceiling because it makes the room feel so much taller and larger, but that's not very practical. So we're going to add some cubbies underneath the wall cabinets that will give us that practical, easy reach space to store stuff.
You know, it always amazes me some of the things you see that have been added to an existing home. And obviously, the previous owner here really wanted a sink in her laundry room. So to do that, plumber or somebody got very creative and cut the drain line from the washing machine to tie into this. But they did it kind of an odd way. First of all, it's taking up a good bit of room. You can't really push the dryer back that much. And also, look at this, even notch the leg of this mop sink here in order to do that. So what I'm gonna try to do, I have a 45-degree PVC fitting that I'll cut right in there. Then I'll run the pipe back over, bend this around on the back side of the leg, and then I can put a 90 here to tie it there. And that way we can save about another 5 or 6 inches, which every little bit of space that we can save makes a big difference in a small room like this laundry room.
Sarah had casually mentioned that she loved anything with her kids' handprints, and I knew I wanted to hang a piece of art on the wall in the laundry room, so I thought we would marry those two ideas and get her kids' handprints on some art.
Aww. Is that Robert?
Uh-huh.
John?
Yep.
Mikey?
And Mikey's little foot.
Oh, I love it.
You know, this laundry room's really looking much better than most laundry rooms.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're just about complete.
Yeah, all we have left to do is install the barn door.
Now, the barn door was one that I was not sure made a lot of sense. It just seemed too heavy duty and overkill. But now looking at it, it's a great contrast and it's really functional. It works well. I'm glad I came up with that idea. You know, I was thinking, I was driving through this rural area
Dusty road,
and I saw a barn. I said, why not a barn door on the cabinet?
Ed and Sarah's laundry room has plenty of space, but most of it was not well utilized. The location of the washer and dryer was awkward, and the vent hose and the afterthought plumbing forced them further out into the room. All of the items stored here were in full view, making the whole room feel like the inside of a kitchen sink cabinet. And because everything was white, the space lacked any personality at all. But now, the room feels like it has a purpose and a lot of personality. The green cabinets and the shelves create contrast and interest while they provide plenty of useful storage that's out of sight. The butcher block countertop adds warmth as well as much needed countertop space, and the beadboard drop zone makes the room feel more like a library than a laundry room. In fact, with the washer and dryer now tucked away further, you might even forget that it is a laundry room and assume it's just a cozy little entryway. And we did it all for about $1,200 in materials.
I think Danny and Chelsea were able to dream bigger than we were. And I feel like it's given us the confidence to
Tackle bigger projects. It looks like something that we would actually want to show up.
Yeah.
It's everything we could want and more. The whole room does everything that we need.
and it does it beautifully.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna be like, come on, come into my house and laundry room.
Yes, I realize it's just a laundry room, but when it's the main entrance to your home, it's pretty important that it look nice and you're able to utilize every bit of space you possibly can. I think Chelsea did a great job in not only utilizing all of the space here, but doing it in a very attractive way. And you know, I realize there are a lot of shows out there, and Chelsea and I really appreciate you watching today's Homeowner. I'm Danny Lipford. We'll see you next week.
I've been watching you, that ain't that cool. I'm your buckaroo, I wanna be like you. Do all the things, and eat all my food, and grow as tall as you are. Oh, already taller.
No, you're not. If you want to do a joke, go through me and I'll screen it.
You'll scream.
And then you may or may not get to say it.
No.
Okay?
No, not doing that.